Games-Based Learning Laboratory has a number of features that can help instructors connect with their students, whether it be through scholarship, physical materials we have on hand, through development with our media resources, or through collaborative consultations that we offer.
One of the things we're hoping to do with the game space is to add to the archive of video game scholarship in terms of having students create scholarship where they're interrogating what video games mean within our society, where they're looking at rhetorical principles within games, or even for instructors if they're looking to build on their repertoires as teachers or as scholars as well, exploring video games and how they work.
The Games-Based Learning Laboratory has a number of scholarship materials that instructors can use to connect with their students. These include journal articles, magazines such as Game Informer, and a number of books written by top authors in the field, such as Jane McGonigal, James Paul Gee, and Ian Bogost. Not only can students and instructors use these to assess out issues in games and game theory, but what's interesting is that they connect with other issues that are important to students, such as culture, society, history, and a number of other subject and content areas that may be of interest to them in their projects.
The Game Space Lab has a variety of consoles throughout the ages, so students can look at each console generation, essentially the older materials that allowed them to do particular things with the technology available at the time. So students can explore how the technological limits of a console might have then affected the possible rhetorical choices available for that particular game type, or to explore the ways that the interface that was created by those systems is different depending on the console and depending on the context. And exploring the interface and the design involved in that could be an interesting thing for students to use the game lab to do, because they'll have this library of material that they don't have anywhere else.
Another interesting way that instructors have used these materials is to look at the game manuals themselves and relate what they say about culture, about society.
One thing that's really exciting that we're doing in the game space is we're trying to build our library of actual programs and applications that students can use. So we're branching out a little bit away from just games themselves.
The laboratory has a number of media features that instructors can use for building activities or projects for their students. These include things like Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Premiere, and Audacity.
We've also got a number of game-specific technologies that could be really helpful, like the Portal Lab would allow students to create their own game. And I think that's really interesting in terms of looking at gaming rhetoric, because students could then explore the options that are available to them and essentially create the rules of that game.
Finally, one of the great features that the laboratory offers is the opportunity for instructors to come in and collaborate with us about how to build activities and projects for their students. These can be gamified activities, or they can be ideas that just use good principles of play.
So if instructors have an idea that they want to start using some game technology, or they want to start using some multimodal technology, we're kind of working from a perspective that play is productive activity to a certain extent. So if you want to explore the options that are available, this is a space to help you to do that. So it's really about developing instructors' pedagogy, and it's really about helping students, essentially. That's our goal with all of this, is to create a better experience for students and to help students learn in different ways and different modes and modalities that can help them then create new meanings and new possibilities.